And welcome everybody to Enter the Bunker. Thank you for joining us today on this beautiful Friday. I am so happy to have you all joining us. This past week, we have been going through sacrifice. And it's been a great time. My name is Jonathan Bahai. I am the co-host of Enter the Bunker, and I'm also the owner of this 64,000 square foot nuclear bunker located in Nova Scotia, Canada, which you have just entered. And today is an awesome day to get into it. I am also married with 2 children and am a crypto geek and love to talk about how we're going to change the world one cryptocurrency at a time. You thought I was going to say one brick at a time, but I wasn't.
I didn't know what you were going to say.
Yeah, you never know, which is why you should subscribe and be able to see what's going to happen.
Yes.
But over to me is my co-host,
Kelly Cadell. So like you said, I'm also a co-host of the show. I've worked here for almost 3 years. I have 2 small children, so when I'm not working, I'm hanging out with them. That's my life, and making memories. All right, so sacrifice.
And making sacrifices.
Yeah, making sacrifices.
Totally.
Big sacrifices. Okay, so for those of you watching right now, don't forget to like this video. Also, after the video, after this stream, go to Instagram. Yes, at Enter the Bunker, and join in on our content there. We're always looking for your guys' feedback so we can implement it into our streams. So be sure to do that since I'm talking to the wrong camera. All right, so sacrifice. Chat, did you guys do any sacrifices this week? Because we have been talking about it now for, 3 streams. This is the 3rd one.
That's right.
So what were your sacrifices? How did they go? Let us know. In the meantime, how are your sacrifices? How did no burgers and no sugar go?
So this past week, I stayed away from sugar, I stayed away from burgers, and ironically enough, throughout the week, what happens? Kids want to go to McDonald's, and whereas like every other day, it was like burgers all around, right? And of course, I'm not having it. I was okay with that. I ended up picking something that was more healthy, so that was good.
Did you have like any chicken burgers?
No. Anything that took the form of a burger, I stayed away from.
Okay.
So it was good.
Good.
And then the sugar, that was a bit challenging because I realized that at the end of the day, like when I want to take, if I'm going to have like a snack or something like that, pretty much anything I pick is going to have some kind of processed sugar in it.
It is.
Yeah. And then on top of that, we're always having donuts here at the bunker all the time. And there's always like,
there wasn't that many donuts this week.
Yeah, this week I was being kind to some of the other people who are not having sugar too, by not bringing donuts to the bunker as often as we do.
Yeah, I actually remember Emily because they were brought in one day, and Emily's like, "Somebody needs to go eat those donuts." They were just sitting there, and she's like, "Somebody needs to eat those. Eat them."
Yeah. So I noticed I was feeling better. I think I might have actually lost a little bit of weight because I mean it's just a week, right? But if I kept consistent with it, right, and if I kept that sacrifice and I keep going with it, then I could probably see much bigger results over a longer period of time.
Yep.
So by making the decision to sacrifice sacrifice sugar in the course of the week, it's given me the ability to say like, hey, I could do this for a week. What if I could do it for another week?
Right.
What if I could do it for another week, right?
Do you think you'll continue?
So I have plans to eat a cake this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of
Well, it just so happened that just before we started this challenge, it was my wife's birthday, and we ended up getting a very delicious mango cake, which I could not partake in. So.
Oh no! Did they save you a piece?
Yeah, there's some left.
That's good.
So I will be celebrating with that. But I think that I am going to be more mindful about how much processed sugar I am taking.
Right.
Because I think that can make a big difference in my health. And what's interesting is that I've done this for a week. I can do it for another week. And if I can keep this up for 30 days, like the way it works with how we work, then it becomes a habit.
21 days, isn't it?
Yeah, go for 21, I guess.
We'll say 21, 30 days.
Sure. If you can go for 21 or 30 days, it now becomes a habit.
Yeah.
And then if you can continue that for 90 days plus,
what happens then?
It becomes a behavior.
Ooh.
Yeah, you have now changed your behavior, which means that has become integral as to everything you do, and you're not even thinking about it anymore. It just becomes routine.
Okay,
right?
So we have a couple
routine for success.
A routine for success.
Yeah.
I like that addition there. So CPT says, I had to give up rap music for God. Destiny says, well, this is my first stream back, but unintentionally I sacrificed my own self-care time to allow my spouse to have his own because he's been working so hard lately. It was worth it.
Nice.
That's very sweet of you, Destiny, the Bestiny. We had asked CPT how did giving up rap music go? And they said, good, I started listening to Hyles Anderson songs.
I gave up rap music a long time ago.
Did you?
Oh yeah, I did the same thing actually, and it became a behavior.
Right.
The reason I did actually was I can remember it actually very clearly the moment I made the decision because I was just driving my car.
Yeah.
And I'm just driving along, and I'm listening to the radio as I always did, and then a rap song came on, and I started going along with it, right? And as I'm sitting there driving my car, and I'm saying these lyrics, and then all of a sudden I stop myself. I'm like, what am I saying? You know, like what are these things coming out of my mouth, right? Like these are, and then it just like hit me like really hard. Like I don't believe these things. Why am I doing this? And it was almost like I sensed the loss of control over my own thoughts.
That's good.
You know, like, and it was just like, whoa, I just like, who are these, like, why am I saying these things, right? And it just hit me there, right there. And I was like, that's it. I'm not listening to the radio anymore. I'm not listening to music, like that kind of music anymore.
Yeah.
And I just shut it out of my life. And then of course, after that, I replaced it with actually a lot of kind of like audiobooks or talks or things that were going to really, I guess, put better things into my mind. It was more like, you know, when you plant a garden, you plant the seeds, and those are the things you're going to reap. Right. Same sort of thing. If you listen to music and rap songs just like without really thinking about what it is you're planting seeds in your mind with, you suddenly reap things that you didn't really want. Right. So I understand what you went through in giving up rap music, and I totally appreciate it, and I hope you continue it actually.
Yeah. Make it a what again? A behavior.
Make it a behavior.
Make it a behavior. Speaking of the planting the seed, I actually seen like a little meme yesterday, and it was, I don't remember it exactly, but it was like when you feel like you're pushed so far into the ground, it could just be the new beginning, because when a seed's pushed into the ground, what does it do? It grows.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, so we have a quote of the day.
Woo!
Let's read her up.
Yeah, quote of the day. All right. Are you ready, folks? The quote of the day this Friday is, there can be no progress, no achievement without sacrifice. Isn't that right, Brandon?
Where is Brandon?
He's hiding.
I was like, did they?
So that's from James.
Oh, there he is.
So that's from James Allen, a British philosopher and writer.
Okay.
There can be no progress, no achievement without sacrifice. Chat, how do you feel about that? Is that the case? That there can be no progress, no achievement without sacrifice? Or is that being a little parabolic and James Allen is just being philosophical?
Sacrifice doesn't have to be anything like huge. I bet you people sacrifice tons of times in the run of a day and don't even realize it.
Yeah.
Like,
because it becomes a behavior.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I'd like to know, chat. Let us know what you think of that. In the meantime, we have our team mic'd up today and on camera to discuss how their sacrifices were going.
Ooh.
So let's hear from Brandon. Brandon's two sacrifices were social media after work, no social media after work, and swearing. So Brandon, how did that go?
Well, I will admit it was a rocky start for the swearing. But, you know, as I practiced it more and got doing it, it became easier, and not a behavior, obviously, but I mean, it was something that became a little more natural. And the social media after work aspect, I find with that, it's just like if you're sitting home bored, nothing to do, you're tending to scroll on social media. But where I had the reason to stop, it gave me more time and opportunity to spend time with my wife and my family. So once I had the reason to stop social media after work, it was easy for me. But swearing was there.
Interesting. Okay, then we have Emily, or Matt. Who we got next, folks? Matt? All right, then it's in order, I bet. All right, so then we have Matt. Matt decided to give up movies because he was a big movie watcher, in the evenings, and also Donairs, because he puts Donair sauce on everything. So let's hear from Matt, and let's see how his no Donairs and
Yeah,
the
it went
movies
good.
went.
Where I wasn't watching so many movies, I did yard work and that kind of stuff around the house, so that was good. And yeah, I ate a lot less.
Are you gonna keep doing it?
Donair sauce. Well, I'll probably have Donair on the weekend, but yeah, I'll probably.
Did you cheat
No.
at all? So you didn't watch a single movie or put Donair toppings on anything? Good job, Matthew. All right, next up we have Emily. So Emily gave up sugar and TV. Emily, let me know how that went and if you're going to continue on.
No,
with
TV
this
was
in the future.
annoying because it's in the middle of my house. I have a great room, and but I didn't do it. Like, I was very good. I hid in my guest room a lot, and no sugar's been fantastic. I feel amazing, much like Jonathan said. I'm in my skinny jeans today.
Woohoo!
Oh.
Go girl.
Nice.
I'm really happy I did it, and I think I'm gonna try to go for like no sugar during the week for a month.
You're going to
Yeah,
do it.
so
You're going to
just
continue
three-
on for a month.
Yeah.
Like starting
I'm gonna take a little
Monday,
break,
that just
and
went
then
by.
3 more weeks
Oh, okay.
during the work week, no sugar. Yeah,
The work.
moderation.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. That way you still have your days that you don't
Reese
have to
peanut
hold
butter
yourself
cups.
accountable.
Some team members sent me some pictures of my favorite chocolate, and yeah, I think after he fell off the wagon,
Yeah.
he was like, "I gotta tempt Emily." Did not work though.
She wants some sugar children.
Sour Patch Kids.
Sour.
Sour Patch.
Sour
No,
Patch
these ones are
Kids.
called
Yeah.
sour children.
Sugar children. They'll be all sweet.
All right, and last up we have Abigail. So Abigail decided to give out takeout and watching live streams. So the live streams, she would watch a lot of gaming live streams and do a lot of live streams. So was that taking out
Yes,
doing
it
them
did.
as well?
So I do live stream video games on the weekends and some weeknights. But I took that out because I thought, you know, if I'm streaming, then I'm watching myself, which is watching a gaming live stream. So I
Right.
didn't watch any gaming live streams, which was really hard because that's what I watch when I eat my dinner. And I almost gave in one night because
Oh.
it's automatic. I'm just like, I turn on the TV, I put a
Yeah.
live stream on, but I stopped myself. I was like, wait, no. Yeah, I also gave up
Yeah.
takeout because I'm very lazy and I just go home and I want a burger and fries. So I gave that up. I've cooked a few meals this week, so I'm pretty proud of myself.
Good job. Good job. All right, thank you guys.
Well done.
So I didn't say mine yet. I forgot. So mine were again, no takeout, same as Abigail, and also no sugary drinks, which mostly consisted of pop and juice for me. I really like those two substances. The takeout wasn't too bad. I did have a couple sugary drinks, but that was because something went on. Look at his face. So something went on that I needed a blue raspberry slushy.
I just needed it. I needed it.
I guess I didn't need it, but I definitely wanted it, and I let myself have it because it was needed at the time. But as for takeout, I'm super pumped to be getting it tonight. To continue this, I think I might try to not drink pop. I don't know. I go into the store and you see these like crispy cans of Pepsi, and that was really hard for me not to buy it. I almost gave in yesterday morning and this morning because I was like, if I drink it in my car, nobody will ever know. And I'm like, well, maybe they look in my car window when they pull in and they're gonna see this can of Pepsi. Plus I'm gonna have to lie, and I didn't want to do that. So I'm very happy that I held off from that, but I did have the slushy and the takeout. I wasn't as I thought it was gonna be, but I'm super excited for tonight. All right, so how did you guys make out? Did you tell us already? I forgot.
I think I could hold off on Pepsi if it was given to me in crispy cans, honestly.
And then when you crack the can and you take the first drink and that burn, that's what I'm missing, is the burn
Really?
of the Pepsi. of the crispy can of Pepsi.
You can try carbonated water.
So I actually did drink bubbly.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Why is that? It didn't burn.
It still gave like a little bit, but it wasn't like I don't know how to explain it. I don't. Anyways, so that's how we did. Hello, wet water. The burn, yes, Destiny. All right, so we do challenges every week.
That's right.
Yeah. So what is our topic going to be for next week?
So for next week, we are going to be getting into creativity. Yes.
So I'm pretty excited for this. Yeah, we need like a. So do we have any hints on what our challenge is going to be for next week so people can maybe prepare a little bit?
I think next week's challenge is going to be like on being creative for a week. Like have a creative project or something like that. It's going to be a little bit different than it was this week.
Okay.
The challenge for you guys is paint splatters and doing something with them.
Taking
splatters.
paint splatters and doing something with them. I'm so excited. Can we use glitter?
Glitter.
I just love glitter. La 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 la. All right, so.
So for next week, we'll be talking about creativity.
Yep.
And there'll be challenges about that, and
Yep.
we'll be talking about how that can make positive impact in your life. I think that creativity is probably a really big driver in people's lives if they had more of it in everything they do.
I'm actually excited for next week because I feel like I'm not a very creative person.
Really?
So I think maybe next week will bring it out in me. Who knows? And maybe
Maybe.
make me realize that it's there. You just gotta do things. Exercise that muscle.
That's right. Pump it up.
Yes,
Build that brick.
yes.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, if you're not already following us on Instagram, don't forget to do that. It's at Enter the Bunker. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back next week on
Tuesday.
Woo! So I hope you guys have a great Friday. It's going to be beautiful out, I'm pretty sure, in Nova Scotia anyways.
Yeah. And here we are, standing in the lobby of the bunker,
Yes.
all nice and pretty.
That's my office.
No, the office is over to the side. It's just outside of the frame.
Oh, right. It is. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But right behind me is where used to be, it's an interesting door because it locks from the outside.
It's actually a jail cell, folks.
Don't tell them.
Why do I always look at the wrong camera? At least I call myself out on it, right? Okay, so.
Okay, guys. So we'll see you Tuesday, and I hope you have a great weekend.
Happy Friday!
Happy Friday.